Dear PlayStation, I've been playing Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, but my girlfriend won't stop watching because she thinks it's a movie.
This is pretty common, Jason. I mean, just look at this game.
You know, you got Nathan Drake's epic gunfights.
Impossible escape scenes and a plotline filled with betrayal. Give her an hour or so, she'll know it's a video game.
It's been 2 days.
Ready, honey?
Yeah!
Yeah, I'm gonna file this under not an issue.
Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, rated T for teen. PS3, now $2.99.
Oh man, I miss the Kevin Butler commercials. Anyway, good evening folks. Hope you all had a good work week, and greetings once again, people of the future from the past. It is currently 9 o'clock Friday night, April 12th. I won't be available for my usual stream this week because by the time you guys see this, I'll probably be rocking out at a Brit Floyd show. So, went ahead, record something for you guys, and tonight we're going to cross the next Uncharted game off the list. This game was released in 2008, 2009, and was somewhat of a watershed moment for the PlayStation 3. I talked about this a good deal when I was playing Uncharted, Resistance, and Infamous. The PS3 had a rough first couple of years. This was primarily due to the fact that Sony just went overboard on the design. It was too damn expensive, despite how technologically impressive it was for the time. And in addition to that, there just weren't very many games on it to justify a purchase. But around 2008, they started to dig themselves out of a hole with the PlayStation 3 for a number of reasons. For starters, they put out a much cheaper, much more reliable version of the console. And they also put a major emphasis on all the great exclusives that they had. You had Infamous, you had Resistance, Resistance 2, Warhawk, Little Big Planet. But the crown jewel amongst all these games was definitely Uncharted 2. When the new PlayStation was making the rounds, Uncharted 2 was the big game at the time. And for good reason, outside of the fact that it was yet another quality exclusive, just a great single-player game in general. It also had a stellar multiplayer too, which really drew in people who, enjoyed stuff like Halo and were looking for that experience on the PlayStation. This was around the time when I got my PlayStation as well, so if that tells you anything. And in the recent year, and the years that will follow, Uncharted 2 has remained one of the most popular games ever released for the PlayStation 3. It may very well be considered the best of them all. Again, because the main campaign is just so good. The multiplayer was fantastic. It was just a high-quality game on all fronts, and many people say it's the best game in the Uncharted series. That's something I echo as well. Though Uncharted 3 and Uncharted 4 would also be really good in their own right, they just made all the right moves with Uncharted 2, and it's probably one of my favorite video games of all time. So I'm really excited to play it for you guys, and this is also a bit of redemption for me too, because if you saw my live stream of the first Uncharted, which I think was the second stream I ever did for the channel, I really botched that one big time. It froze, like, I think 10 minutes into the stream, and I didn't realize it until the whole thing was over. So I'm hoping to get through this stream tonight with, this video I'm recording without the same thing happening. I don't want to jinx myself anymore, so let's just go ahead and get started. As to how I'm going to be playing this game, I'm going to be playing it off the Nathan Drake collection, specifically on my PS5. My PS4 is unfortunately crapped out on me. This is the best way to play the game for the same reasons that playing Uncharted Drake's Fortune on PS4 was the best option too. It's cleaned up, the frame rate is rock solid, and now that Sony has completely shut down the online service for the PlayStation 3, I mean, there's really no reason to play it on PlayStation 3 anymore. So if you want to play Uncharted, any of the games, just get the PS4 version. Nathan Drake Collection, fantastic package. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm really excited to play this. It would help if I turned up the sound. Naughty Dog. Back when they were actually about making fun games. I'll have to play The Last of Us at some point, won't I? I will be fair with that one when it eventually happens. Looking at my time. Once again, just a beautiful title screen. The graphic design of the logo is still fantastic. Among Thieves, it's not quite as strong as Drake's Fortune, but still strong enough. And the imagery in the background just perfectly represents the kind of culture you're going to be interacting with in this game. And that music, dude, like, every time you pop in an Uncharted game, you hear that tune, you just know you're in for a great adventure. Like I said last time, it's like when you go to see a Star Wars film and, you know, like the credits fly at you, the opening title with that epic film score, and then the prologue text rolls. It's just iconic. It's how they always open the movies, and this is how they should have always opened an Uncharted game. Keyword being almost always. Go ahead, start a new game. We'll play on normal for now. I did not tell half of what I saw, for I knew I would not be believed. Marco Polo. Says every adventurer ever, I believe. Now what you guys are looking at right here, this is one of the all-time great openings to any video game ever. There's a boy, Nathan Drake. Looks like he's been through the ringer.
That's my blood. That's my blood. It's a lot of my blood.
I read somewhere that that much blood loss would have killed a man. So I don't think the blood loss is what he's concerned about. Okay, so again, I always talk about the narrative hook when I'm talking about these games, and like, it didn't take long for them to get you, does it? I mean, like, you just see this and you have so many questions to make one being, what the hell have you gotten yourself into this time, Drake? I mean, it's so good, it's so good, I love it. And then you start playing the game. Just an introduction to the platforming, really. Not going that way. And most people's inclination when they play a game like this is to start by going right, so it's really clever that they did that. And like, this is a completely scripted sequence, but it is very precarious, isn't it? It takes the term cliffhanger to a whole new level. Not much has changed for the platform in this game, but it is generally done better. The controls a little bit tighter. Drake's a little more stickier. And more importantly, they keep the fixed camera angles limited to sections like this, you know, where you're actually hanging on to something and there isn't anywhere for you to really go. In the previous Uncharted game, see, like, here's a good example. The camera is fixed right now, but there's only one direction I can go, so it doesn't matter. In the previous Uncharted game, there were some instances where the camera would be fixed, but you had to make a jump without any indication of if you were pointing in the right direction or not. So already Uncharted 2 is addressing something that wasn't a major issue in the first Uncharted game, but could be annoying. And of course, the animation, the texture work, all that detail on the train. Look at the dents on that metal there. Come on, Drake. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap. Gongala! You're just having a bad day, aren't you, Drake? How'd you end up in this situation? I guess we're gonna find out.
Buy me a drink, sailor.
Harry Flynn?
And that's still Nolan North doing the
What the hell are you
voice.
doing here?
I'm looking
Fantastic
for you,
as
mate.
always.
Uh-oh. Should I be flattered or worried?
Maybe a bit of both. Come here. I've got a job for us.
Really?
The client is willing to part with a huge sum of cash if we acquire a certain object for him.
All right, I'm listening.
This can't be good.
You're not gonna like this.
Oh, no. No, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, you just hear me out for a
No,
second.
Flynn, we both know two people who were killed trying to lift something out of this
And
place.
one who made it out.
Yeah, barely.
I can't do this without you, Drake. You're the only one who's cracked it, and you know better than anyone it's a two-person job.
No. Three, actually.
Right. And speak of the devil, here she comes now.
What?
Chloe Fraser.
Nate. Drake. Nathan. Drake.
Hello, Harry.
Chloe here's one of the best drivers in the business. She'll take good care of us.
I bet.
Right, look. I've got it all figured out. Go in through the sewer.
Loving it so far.
That puts us in the courtyard. From there, we scale up the wall, run across the rooftops, and just drop down into the exhibit hall. Bob's your uncle. And what is worth all this trouble, I hear you ask?
I didn't, but go ahead. But that's it. An oil lamp.
Yeah.
It's worthless. I don't get it.
Neither do we. That's why we tracked you down.
Well, it sounds like you're working for a nutcase. Some collector who's got too much time and money on his hands. And by the way, this is not worth any of it.
But there's more. How's your 13th century Latin, mate?
Where'd you get this?
Borrowed it from the files of the nutcase.
In Trebizond, we were set upon by thieves. Father, Maffeo, and I were robbed of our greatest treasures. This was written by Marco Polo.
Yes, that much we were able to work out.
Unfortunately, the rest of it's nonsense.
Hey, hold on. So that it should not fall into the wrong hands.
See, this is the kind of stuff I love seeing in Uncharted games. Just to talk about all the history and all. It's just so much
See
fun.
what I mean? It's just gibberish.
He's talking about the lost fleet.
Sometimes
I don't know, someone want to fill me in?
some of the greatest stories ever told is just history in general.
Loaded down with treasure.
Marco Polo's journey,
Now he lands
now that's
in Persia
something.
a year and a half later, with only one ship left and only 18 passengers. Now he recorded every detail of his journey, but he never told what happened to all those ships and the passengers.
So somewhere out there are 13 ships loaded with the Emperor's treasure waiting to be found.
Yeah, and that is what your client is after. Hey, look at this lamp. It's covered in Mongolian script. It must have been a gift from Kublai Khan.
The light of the great Khan shelters the fate of the 13.
Marco Polo hid something inside this lamp. Something that pinpoints the site of the lost fleet.
So, we're dicking this guy over, right?
Damn straight.
You in then?
What the hell? I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Okay, how many times do you think Nathan Drake has said those exact words and have it blow up in his face? I could think of 1, 2, 5 occasions where that happened. This is one of them. Again, what the hell did you get yourself into, Drake? Ooh, I see something sparkly over there. And it might look primitive these days, but it was really cool back in the day to see the snow actually react to Drake making his way through it. Still got the collectibles from the first game. More for replay value than anything. Yeah, you saw him walk pretty briskly over there, but as soon as you approach this thing, he starts to limp more. Like I said, it is a little scripted, but hey, what can you do? Those line effects are really cool too. Did you see the shadow I was casting? Some really good graphics. I got myself a gun. By the looks of things, I would say that's a Beretta by the looks of it. Certainly wouldn't be my first choice, but beggars can't be choosers. My worst fear. Locks. Not. That felt a little unsatisfying to shoot that. They still need to work on the sound effects here.
He's alive!
Huh, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Just rub some butter on the wound, it'll be fine. You can still make leaps like that, you can't be in that bad shape, Drake. Like how the light kind of brings your attention up to the top of that cabin. Again, just really good level design, how they lead you through everything here. Would it be droll if I said do a barrel roll? Oh crap, I think I killed him. That joke really was bad. It's a weird way to sleep, Drake.
Hello. Well, so much for foreplay.
You mind telling me what the hell is going on?
You mean with Flynn?
Yeah, you might have warned me.
And missed the look on your face? Anyway, you haven't exactly made yourself easy to find.
Talk about making yourself easy.
Oh, you're not jealous. Let's not forget who walked out on whom. After all, you don't get to be jealous.
Wait a minute, Chloe.
If it makes you feel any better, my relationship with Flynn is strictly professional.
Really?
Mostly professional.
Oh.
When I figured out he was actually onto something, I thought you'd want to be in on the action.
So what's the plan?
Just like we said.
Yeah, look at those
We call the
hands.
heist. We find the ships and we make off with the treasure.
God, the graphics are good in
With-
this.
And then
This is over 10
And
years
then
old
we split
now.
the take 3 ways, and you and I just disappear. Together, this time.
I see.
Until then, he can't know about us.
He's gonna be pissed.
He's gonna be fine. Trust me.
It's actually something I wanted to comment on. So, this was the first game in the series to introduce Chloe Frazer, who has become a very popular character in the series. And when it comes to all the love interests that Drake has had over the course of the series, Chloe Frazer is often the most popular, I find. Which is funny considering that she's not the girl that Nathan Drake ends up with. This actually plays into one of the more interesting aspects of Uncharted 2's story. Obviously, the Uncharted series takes a lot of influence from, old adventure movies, the James Bond movies, Indiana Jones, old film serials. And one of the recurring things or cliches about those movies is the interchangeable female lead, the Bond girl trope, as it's often called, which basically in all these movies, the hero, more often than not, has one girl for one adventure, but then by the next adventure has another girl, and they just keep rotating out without any of them sticking around. So you start playing Uncharted 2, and you get the sense that it's going to be the same thing. I mean, Elena Fisher is gone, and now you got Chloe Frazer. But Uncharted 2 actually does something really interesting with this. Elena Fisher actually does reappear later in this game. And when that happens, not only does that cause Elena and Chloe to rethink their feelings for Drake, but it also sort of exposes some of Nathan Drake's more negative character traits. Namely, his fear of commitment. And, I find a lot of people, are irritated by that, but I've honestly never minded. In fact, I've always praised Uncharted for doing that because it means it's taking its characters a bit more seriously. Now, I love Indiana Jones, I love James Bond, but you gotta admit, they tend to be very static characters. They don't really change a great deal throughout most of their movies. Over the course of the Uncharted series, Nate does change as a character, and he does change for the better. He goes from, let's be real, being a criminal to actually making an honest living by the end of the series. One that can still be adventurous too. So yeah, I really praise the choices that they made with the story here, and Uncharted 2 probably has the best story of any game in the series. Come on, Drake. You've survived worse than this, I think. Yeah, you've survived worse than this. Again, just the bright yellow of the piping there, just immediately catching her eye, knowing that that's a direction you need to jump in. Again, it's very automated, not much challenge to it, but for the sake of pacing, which in this type of game is important, I don't mind it at all. I remember that part genuinely surprising me when I first played this. This was another iconic image from the trailer. That dagger always reminded me of that knife they had at the cabin in Evil Dead 2. Damn it, now I want to play, now I want to watch Evil Dead. wonder if my brother's been to
Sure you're up for
Istanbul.
this?
I think he
A lot
has.
better if I had a gun. We won't need them. A little insurance, that's all.
Flynn, they're just museum guards. And we have their patrols all mapped out. Relax.
Relax. Relax. Have you ever been in a Turkish prison, mate? If we get caught, they will lock us up and throw away the sodding key. You do realise that, don't you?
Better than you do.
Well, you may fancy that kind of thing, but I don't. Can't afford to make any mistakes.
Yeah.
I just realized I don't have the subtitles on. Better turn that on for you
And
guys.
we won't.
We're here.
This way. So what do we do if they switch the patrols?
Figure it out as we go.
We cannot fumble our way through this.
I don't fumble. I improvise.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Yeah. I'm adaptable.
Adaptable.
You cocky bastard.
Say what you will about Nathan Drake, but he is good at thinking on his feet.
What did I tell you? That passage there is going to take us right under the museum.
You called it all right.
You need to have a little more faith in me, chum.
Okay, this one here is me.
All right, remember, that tower's our only way into the exhibit. But we can't even get close with those floodlights on.
We've gone over this.
Just make sure you cut the power by the time we reach the second courtyard.
The lights will be out. I'll have the van waiting at the rendezvous point. Just make sure you get your asses out of there in time.
Fair enough.
All right, enough chat. Let's do this.
Chloe. See you on the other side.
Looking forward to it.
I really need to trim that tree that's bumping against my window.
You sure you know where you're going? Don't I always?
Tearing up my screen too. Gonna have to replace that.
Don't you love the way the water makes your jeans all squidgy?
Finally get to move
Like the good
around
old
freely
days,
now.
Yeah. When were those again?
Once again, control is smooth as butter. While the action here isn't terribly exciting, it is broken up with the fun dialogue too.
Oh, wait. This can't be right. We must have made a wrong turn somewhere. Hey, now what do you bet that will take us right into the boiler room? And from there, we're in.
Yeah, in like Flynn, right?
What?
In like Flynn.
I don't get it.
Just give me a boost.
Why do I get the sense this guy isn't very smart?
Here it comes.
Thanks.
Almost there. You ready?
Hell yep.
No guts, no glory. Here we go.
The pizza guy isn't here yet.
We're good. Just reach up there and grab the ladder.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you had to use the radio for that one.
Yeah, I dropped it down for you.
All right. This is the way to the courtyard.
Well, we're not going this way. Not if you want to keep your
See
skin.
something shiny.
All right. There's got to be a shut-off valve around here somewhere.
See if you can find it then.
Come on, climb up there, Drake. What we got here? Glass evil eye, huh? Wish it had like a little description like it does in Tomb Raider. Let's see here.
You got it.
I'm actually impressed with this guy. He can keep up with Drake physically by the looks of it.
Okay. Now there should be a door just around this corner. That's our access point. Once we're through, just stick to the plan. You got me?
Tell me you didn't miss this.
I'm here, aren't I? It's locked.
Good job I came prepared. I pick more than my nose, my friend.
Wait! There's an alarm.
That's not something you want to admit to, buddy.
Great. Now what?
Well, I can disarm it if we can find the junction box. It's gotta be around here somewhere.
If I remember correctly. Let's see. Here we go.
There. That ought to do it.
All right, we're in.
Shit. I got him.
So this first section here is actually a nice introduction to one of the new features of the game, which is stealth. In the previous Uncharted game, as soon as you attacked an enemy, they would all be gunning for you. But here, if you can stay out of sight, you can actually get through some sections of the game without firing a single shot. Not all of them. Some sections are designed to eventually throw you into combat.
Well, let's do it.
But stealth still has a purpose as a means of just thinning out the herd. The game is by no means built for stealth, though. The system in place really only boils down to staying out of line of sight, how much noise you're making, how visible you are. That doesn't really factor into it. So it's not what I would call a particularly deep game in regards to stealth, but at the same time, you're never punished for not being stealthy, aside from this one section here. Most of the time, if you just want to pull the guns out and, you know, do what you want to do in an Uncharted game, there's nothing stopping you from doing that, and it's more fun that way too. Get up there, Drake.
Gece vardiyasında çalışmaktan nefret ediyorum. Haklısın abi. Hiçbir şey olmuyor. Bazen o kadar canım sıkılıyor ki uyanık kalmakta zorluk çekiyorum.
I wish that language was subtitled.
Hey, ne yapıyorsun?
Gongula! Melee combat's still pretty basic too.
Vardiyan ne zaman bitiyor? Daha çok var. 15 dakikaya kadar bitiyor.
Come on, what are you waiting for?
İşler nasıl bu aralar? Bugün epey bir sessiz.
Okay, we're almost there. I'll go right, you go left.
Fair.
Huh?
Lights out.
I don't know why the corner KO didn't work there. But oh well.
Night.
Well, it's like a stealth takedown from The Last of Us, didn't it? Usually Nathan just snaps the neck.
Okay. We should be able to lift this up. Sneak right under.
Whoa, whoa. Not so fast. There's another alarm.
Ah, great. You want to get this one?
The music is giving me Prince of Persia vibes too. Which is an interesting connection because Noah North, who voices Drake here, would actually end up voicing the Prince of Persia at some point. Not the best casting choice, I would say, though. Especially considering that he just, you know, sounded like Nathan Drake instead of the Prince of Persia. Didn't even try to create an accent.
All right. 1, 2, 3. All right, go.
What's the point of a security gate if it's that easy to move?
Hurry. Okay. Got it. Hurry up. Easy. All right. We gotta cross this courtyard to get onto the roof.
Okay, I'll just let you do all the ass kicking, all right?
Right. Head for the fountain.
Selam Hakan. Bu gece nasıl? Yorgun musun?
Night.
Steady.
Shit.
What happened?
Head for the fountain.
Yeah, this is probably the worst part of the game, too. This part can be a little finicky.
Sleep tight. Ah, damn it.
What? Who is seeing me?
Head for the fountain.
Come on, dude. Come over here. Guess I wasn't supposed to take that guy out.
Ha, orada. Senin burada olmaman lazım.
Damn it.
He didn't even see me.
Head for the fountain.
Come on, just wander around this corner. I want to get on with it.
Lights out.
Kaçmaya çalışma. Uzakta dur. Veli'ye ne olduğunu duydun mu?
Come on!
Head for the fountain.
I swear, sometimes I can get through this part with no trouble at all. Other times, this just happens. I don't know why. See, like, why couldn't I corner take him there?
Huh? Huh?
See, now you're working with me,
Now we just gotta
Flynn.
find a way up to that window.
Which window? There's a lot of bloody windows.
This is making me want to play Prince of Persia again. Maybe I'll do Warrior Within in the near future. I got a bunch of other games I need to cover beforehand.
Crap. Now what?
It's time to tip the odds back in our favor.
Oh, that's brilliant. Guns? What are you thinking?
Relax, Gandhi. They're tranquilizer guns, totally non-lethal. Your conscience will remain unscathed.
Yeah, he might be a criminal,
Good
but
idea.
Drake is a good man. He's not going to kill an innocent person for no
These
reason.
things have lousy range, so we still have to get in close.
Actually, you want to kill an innocent person at all?
You're
What am
okay
I
with it?
saying?
Know how to shoot a gun, genius.
All right, let's take these guys out.
Bu kutulara bizim taşımamızı beklemiyorlar umarım. Bu bizim görevimiz değil ki. Bunlar ne ki zaten?
Aiming's really smooth too. Feels a lot better than the first game too.
We gotta get up to that walkway.
This could help.
Put your back into it, Chief.
There, that'll work.
Now all we need is a horse.
Those rafters will get us onto the roof, if we can get up there.
Good thing one of us thought ahead, eh? Yeah. All yours.
Why me?
Hey! Eller yukarı! Eller yukarı!
Oh crap.
Yere yap!
Never was a very good shot.
Come on.
But until I play some VR games, you guys will see how bad my aim is.
All right, there's the tower.
Getting closer.
Appreciate that update, Captain Obvious.
Don't look down.
That's a nice view, though. Once again, just meticulous detail. The place just reeks of the culture.
Come on. Oh, gotcha. Pull me up. You put on weight, mate. Me up there.
Oh, shit, that was close.
Like, even in the metal work, like, you see all the detail there? I really wish Naughty Dog would make games like this again. I know people love The Last of Us for some reason, but
Once again, you're up.
like, come on. Can't tell me.
I'm right behind you. As always.
I don't even have words for it. I would just much rather play this any day of the week over The Last of Us. Gameplay is...
There's a guy below you. There's a guy below you.
I think I just killed that guy. Oh no, he's good. He's swimming away. Though I'm pretty sure a fall from this height would have killed him. Thank goodness it did it though, I guess. Oh, once again, really nice view.
Great view. I can see your house. Let's get moving.
I really gotta take care of that.
There's a guard right below you. Nearly there.
Yeah, but why are the lights still on?
Chloe will take care of it, don't worry.
Oh, so now you climb? I wish tranquilizers worked like that in Metal Gear. There's another series I need to cover again.
Can't get any closer with the tower lit up like that. What the hell's she doing?
Come on, Chloe. That's my girl.
Okay. We're clear. Ladies first. Ah, cute.
You know, in the previous scene, didn't he act more like the lady in the relationship? What the hell am I talking about?
Ah, there it is.
Yeah, there's the acoustic alarm. Until we get this case unlocked, that thing's gonna go off if we so much as touch this glass.
No worries, mate. Voila.
All right.
Now we're sure it's the right one.
I guess there's only one way to find out. Sorry, Marco. Crap.
Well, that's the understatement of the year. This is it. It's bloody useless.
The light of the Great Khan. Wait a minute. What are you doing? It's resin. It'll burn. And just give me your lighter.
He's right too.
In here.
It's probably like the stuff I deal with at work.
Whoa. Let me see that.
That's so
Ships
cool.
were driven by a great flood tide into the wilds of Java.
Sounds like they were hit by a tsunami.
Yeah, somewhere off the west coast of Borneo.
Oh, great. That narrows it down a bit.
Look, this mountain must have been the closest landmark where they went aground. We find that mountain, we find the ships.
Yeah, good work, mate.
Wait, there's more. Okay, Joe. As if the ocean itself sought to throw off the terrible cargo we carried from Shambhala. The curse of the Chintamani.
Would that mean something to you?
Shambhala. Oh my God, Flynn. What? Marco Polo found Shambhala. Shangri-La.
You're joking.
If they were carrying the Chintamani stone, it might still be there.
It's all very fascinating, but we really gotta go.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Did all the lights just randomly go out when he lit that fire?
Sorry, mate. This is where we part ways.
Wait, Flynn, we had a plan.
No, you had a plan. Turns out I've got one of my own.
Come on, throw me the rope. Don't be stupid.
Oh, yeah, right. You're the mastermind. Only you overlooked one little detail. Didn't you?
He's overcompensating with the Desert Eagle.
Ah, I just need you out of the way for a little
At least
while.
it's not gold plated like that guy you dealt with in the first game.
You think I didn't know about the ships from the beginning? Any schoolboy could have figured that out.
Flynn, listen.
Face it, genius. You've been played. Not yet. Want to give the guards a decent head start. Right, that's my cue. No hard feelings, yeah?
Damn it, Flynn. Hemen çıkışları kapatın. Kapıyı kapatın. No. Okay, now I'm screwed.
Yep. They're gonna end up in a Turkish prison.
Think, Nate, think. Yeah, there it is.
I know. I'll skate turtle style. Oh no, turtle style isn't working.
Use your head, Nate, use your head. How do I get out of here? There we go. Gotta get to that ladder. See ya, suckers.
Well, damn.
You overlooked one little detail, didn't you, partner? What? Face it, genius, you've been played. Oh, really?
Hey! Jackass, you're ruining the show here.
Ah, what a shame.
Sully!
I really can't leave you alone for a minute.
Oh, man, am I glad to see you.
How you doing, kid?
I'm doing just great.
So, had to grease a few palms. Did go through the rest of your money. And a good chunk of my own, but hey. Jesus, you stink.
Always good to see
Not half as
Victor.
bad as that cigar. Hey, how'd you find me?
Well, a friend of yours asked for my help.
Hello, Nate.
Oh, no.
Now, wait a second.
Sully, kick her out and shut the door. We're safer in here.
Just wait a goddamn minute. Hear her out.
Thank you, Victor.
Hey, no offense, Sully, but you're not exactly the best judge of character, especially when it comes to women.
Fair enough.
Dear God.
Oh, no, it's not that bad. Look, I have my own bucket. Last cell I was in, 8 of us had to share.
Like, you could have had this cast just star in the actual Uncharted movie, and it would have been much better than the actual movie that was made.
3 months. So excuse me if I'm not just, leaping into your arms.
I had nothing to do with it.
Right.
I told you. He's not gonna listen to me.
Screw this. Nate, they found the ships.
In Borneo.
Yes.
And the Chintamani stone?
How do you know about that?
Do you really think Flynn could have figured that out on his own?
All right, good point. No, they haven't found it yet.
What do you mean, they?
Flynn and his client, Lazarovich.
You know, the nutcase. They've been working together all along.
All right, then. If they haven't found the stone, that means there's still time. You're gonna get us into that dig site. We are gonna snatch that treasure right out from under them.
They'll never see it coming.
Yeah, well, payback's a bitch. Look, they called it the wish-fulfilling jewel. It's a sacred object.
What, like a Buddhist holy grail?
Exactly.
Thanks.
Sully, listen to this. In the kingdom of Shambhala lies the most precious thing to be found in all the world. A perfect raw sapphire of the deepest blue, larger around the reach of a man's arms.
Ooh, that's gotta be worth millions.
Hundreds of millions. And you say there's more of this?
Loads more. Lazarovich paid top dollar for Marco Polo's journals. He's been after the Chintamani stone for years.
Well, if he's been counting on Flynn...
Probably aren't going to get to see Lazarovich tonight, but he's a great villain too. Probably the best in the entire series.
Hang on a minute, cowboy. That's easier said than done. The files are in his tent, and his tent is in the middle of the camp. It's like an armed compound. There are soldiers everywhere.
Well, that's why it has to be an inside job. From someone they know and trust.
Oh. Okay, I see where this is going.
Just need a diversion. You give me 5 minutes in that tent. That's all it'll take.
Really? 5 minutes? Well, that's great. I won't even have to get my top off.
Chloe, I was thinking more like an explosion.
Or that. Can be arranged.
Are you in?
Oh, hell yeah.
Not much of a creative thinker, is she? It's a shame Sully doesn't stick around through most of the game. He actually bails out at the end here, into this next section.
Chloe, you reading us?
Loud and clear.
We're getting close.
Okay, I've plugged.
And before we go any further, I'm going to go ahead and call it there. So, probably not the best demonstration of Uncharted 2, but I guarantee once you're past that first section, the game starts to really pick up when you're just free to choose between stealth, combat. You get into the story, you're going to all these different locations, the puzzles are great. It's just a phenomenal game in general. Even now that the online play has been cut, Uncharted 2 is still worth playing today, especially since these days your best way of playing it is on the Nathan Drake collection, where you'll be getting all 3 games in the original trilogy. So if you're only going to play one Uncharted game, Uncharted 2 is the one I recommend the most. And again, if you're going to play the second one, might as well play through all 3 of them too. But anyway, that's going to do it for tonight, guys. If you enjoyed tonight's content, please be sure to like and subscribe. I do these videos every week, typically at 8 o'clock on Saturday. Not doing that tonight because, again, I'm not here right now. But every time I'm not able to, I'll be sure to pre-record something like I've done here tonight. But anyway, I hope you guys all have a fantastic night and have a good work week.